The BBB is going through, Stu. I don't think there was ever any doubt amongst those of us watching this play out. We never got too neck deep in it because I just never do. These things always work out. This one was going to work out. As Mark Halpern said early on, it's going to work out because it has to work out for President Trump. It's his entire first term agenda in there. And they're about to pass this thing, which is truly historic. Let me just give you a couple of the things from, here's a Bill Melugin post on X from today. If this thing passes, let's just look alone at immigration. ICE will be supercharged on a massive scale. $45 billion to more than double ICE detention capacity to roughly 100,000 beds. $14 billion for transport and removal. Think about that. This is what Tom Homan has been begging for. $8 billion to hire 10,000 additional ICE personnel, more than doubling the current 5,000 deportation officers. $1.3 billion for additional attorneys and support staff for ICE. $858 million for signing and retention bonuses for these folks. There's more, $650 million for local ICE cooperation, $600 million for recruitment, hiring, and onboarding at ICE, $200 million for fleet modernization, $20 million to detain aliens with their children. Acting ICE director telling him this funding would be a game changer for the agency. This, as the kids say on X, is what I voted for. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I totally agree, particularly on that section. There's a lot of really positive things going on with immigration reform and honestly, protections for our country. These are national security issues, and they are being addressed in a big way. And we really haven't put a lot of resources toward this in the past. So seeing a massive growth like this, I think, is really, really impactful. I mean, I think a lot of times we're just sort of, I don't know, maybe Megyn, we on the conservative side, we get a little negative. You know, sometimes we kind of look at these things and only see the parts of the bill that we don't like. And look, there are some things in the bill that I don't like. There are some spending issues. There's a couple programs in there that do concern me long term that are part of this bill. But there, as you pointed out, this was going to happen. They absolutely had to use their reconciliation opportunity in some way. It had to address the tax cuts. This was going to get there eventually. It winds up being, a little bigger than I think even Trump wants it to be, because when you have people who hold out, there's really two ways of addressing that. And one is bribing them with different things that they want for their states. Lisa Murkowski was the beneficiary of some of that in the Senate. And then the other side of that is, Trump kind of comes in and says, do it. And generally speaking, with Republicans, they kind of fall in line. That happened last night. 3:00 in the morning, we had a lot of these sort of hardline Republicans who, I agree with them some of these fiscal issues that they're bringing up. But eventually, they kind of came into line when Trump and Johnson came to them and said, this needs to be done. It will get done. It will get done by my deadline. My deadline was July 4th the entire time. When Trump says that to Republicans, generally speaking, he gets what he wants. And I think what we get out of this bill is a lot of really good things, some things that maybe aren't as good, but that is the situation when you have a 1,000-page bill. It's just kind of, it's part of the recipe, and you're going to have to deal with it. But I do think we'd get a lot of positives out of this.
I mean, there are so many wins going on the board right now. Just today, it was posted on U.S. Open Intel. Iran has said they will not retaliate further for the strikes against their nuclear program. So that whole World War III thing, that's done. Not only did Trump not start a war with Iran by dropping the bombs on their nuclear programs, he appears to have ended one. The list is very long, but just the ones that just happened in the past 24 hours. So we're going to get the big, beautiful bill. We're going to get all this border enforcement. We're going to get the extension of all the Trump tax cuts, which is sad in a way because he won't get credit for it. Since President Trump was sworn in, his administration has made enormous progress at a breakneck pace. But don't forget, while they are moving mountains for the good of the nation, you've got your personal savings to worry about. And one of the best ways to look after your savings is through diversification, particularly with gold, like from Birch Gold Group. In the past 12 months, the value of gold has increased by 40%. And Birch was an advertiser on this show 12 months ago. If you had purchased then, you'd be 40% richer today. Now's the time. Central banks continue to bolster demand for gold by burying in record quantities. Global instability and tension is high, and Birch Gold makes owning physical gold so easy. Easily convert an existing IRA or 401k into a tax-sheltered IRA in physical gold, or buy some to store in your home safe. Just text MK to the number 989898, and Birch Gold is going to send you a free info kit on gold. Look into it, see if it's right for you. There's no obligation, just useful information to help you make a decision. With an A+ rating, with a Better Business Bureau, and tens of thousands of happy customers, take control of your savings today. Text MK to 989898. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.